All right. Shoot. I don't even. What can I say? It's so crazy how long it took me to freaking realize that I skipped an episode. And it wasn't until I exported it and realized, hey, why don't I see episode 12? And then I realized, like, yo, I didn't even watch episode 12. And then I read the little description, the Major's older brother is ordered to defend the signing ceremony. Now I'm like, oh, well, freak, no wonder why I was so confused in the very beginning of the episode. Whatever. I mean, what? Yes, I do know the end of whatever's going to happen on this. But what can I do? I would say last episode, but last episode was next episode. So well, let's just get straight on to it. Make sure to support the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Most of the anti-peace forces that had invaded Catrigal have been defeated. I'm going to need your unit's help. Naval Captain Dietfried Bougainvillea.
Oh, Naval Captain.
Why come to the Navy with this, and not the Army?
As I believe you already know, this peace signing ceremony is an important event that will affect the future of this continent.
Okay, still doesn't explain why not the Army.
And now that the Army Special Forces have disbanded, we will be short-handed in an emergency.
Okay.
There is no doubt that the opposition will be there to try and disrupt the peace negotiations.
Do you have any ideas about what they're planning to do?
I don't know, maybe trying to like bomb a train?
You have to stop them.
Yo, this song's going forever and I love it. Kinda hurt my neck though. Ugh. I don't freaking know. Give me a break. It's been a long day. I say that, it's only 2 o'clock.
Everyone's really on edge.
I would be too.
Shows just how important this mission must be.
Why are you going? You're not a doll.
Allow me to present our upcoming schedule.
Okay, Skipper.
Our ship departed the port of Leiden at 1100 hours, using the canals from Matchtig, which schedules us
That's
to
a
arrive
90-degree
at
angle.
Distri.
How are you gonna turn?
The president of your company didn't come with you?
Well,
And who are you?
Bougainvillea.
Captain Bougainvillea!
But that's the name of Violet's major.
My mission is to protect you until we reach our destination and ensure that the signing ceremony is a success.
Which it is.
And as for Violet, she won't be coming.
Well, I think that's for the best. That sorry excuse for a human being.
Goodness gracious.
In fact, there are even people she saved with her letters.
What?
You see,
Yeah.
Violet
Bougainvillea.
writes wonderful letters. They go directly to a person's heart.
Yeah. Like a bullet. Okay, never mind. But how is she gonna get involved in this? She gonna like dive bomb onto the ship?
The 1,041 Garteric soldiers who escaped from the POW camp have arrived. I am grateful to you, Brigadier General Merklov, not only for saving me in Intense, but also for rescuing me from the POW camp.
We will take this opportunity to destroy transportation between the North and the South, and use the confusion to retake Intense.
Isn't Intense like just the destroyed pile of rubble because of you guys?
This railroad also allows food and resources to enter my country. It brings peace to the North and the South.
Pretty obvious target if you ask me.
Dad! You're back!
Oh, are we? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel so stupid right now. His letter's gonna make so much sense.
I hope that she'll be back soon.
It's not Catalea, is it?
This was the final piece to complete the connection between the North and South.
Or is it Violet? Like, what he's worrying about. I think it's Catalea.
Beautiful.
Well. Sudden change of scenery. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What the hell?
A blimp.
A fire?
Fires.
Those are signs of an explosion.
Interesting.
Why aren't we moving yet?
Apparently there was a fire nearby.
Mr. Vandal! Please let me down near that train!
Did you see her from that far?
It looks like they're all near the railroad, and they're only getting closer.
Is it the anti-peace faction?
Duh.
Send out an advanced recon unit to scout out the enemy along the tracks.
Understood, sir. I will send them out right away.
Violet! What are you doing here? I'm coming too. Oh.
What the hell are you doing here?
During my mission, I saw remnants of the Garderic army.
Are you sure?
I am.
Just as I thought, their plan is to delay our train and attack us directly. Now get off my train.
But if there is danger, I can help. Captain, give me your orders.
Ooh, orders.
Just go.
Why'd you close the door on her then?
A peace envoy is aboard a special train that left from Distory, and Isidore succeeded in infiltrating it.
Oh.
Where do you think they will attack us, sir?
Somewhere where we slowed down. The Grandeza Bridge. If it's destroyed, the Transcontinental Railroad will be out of commission for quite a while.
That seems like a huge weakness for the only train that can go between these countries. Dude, there's a lot more than just one.
What are you doing here?
You mean tell me that there's no one guarding the freaking conductor?
Enemy attack!
Surprise, surprise.
What was that jolt?
Violet! I will go get the special envoy. There are some in the back, and I heard noises from the front.
That means most of our men must be dead already.
Well,
You stay and protect the people inside.
I understand, sir.
Just like I said, you only want orders.
he wants to save people too.
If I ordered you to slaughter the enemy,
I will not kill anyone. And I don't need a weapon.
Yeah, she never does.
so if you're not a tool, then what are you?
A human being. Crazy. I know.
The maiden soldier of light in Shaflik. What happened to that kid in Catrigal after that? Did he die a disgrace?
Actually,
Thank you for not.
on top of the train.
The girl. Go.
A girl. You don't know who that is?
Why are you doing this? Are you trying to start another war?
Why not?
We dreamed that the war would end, waiting to receive the glory that was promised to both the living and the
Ah, you're
dead.
just a sore loser.
But
Okay,
what happened in
I see.
reality? Our leaders did whatever they were told by the South, and the soldiers who risked their lives to protect the people were scorned.
All right, here we go. Yeah, keep on going one at a time. That always works. Oh gosh, she's trying to save everyone? I get, like, doing non-lethal, but... Oh gosh. Oh no!
Is this important to you?
Just slightly.
Hey, are you all right?
What the hell is going on?
What do you mean? Like, you should have been informed, if anything. Like, what the heck was going on?
Die!
Major? Yeah.
Major.
What are you doing?
Captain Dietfried.
Oh, Captain,
You've
sorry.
never been strong enough. What use is a battle doll that no longer wants to kill?
That's why you weren't able to protect Gilbert! You killed my brother!
All right. Here's the therapy that he needed.
I wanted to protect him! I did!
A good thing she has metal arms. Goodness gracious, the blurry. Ah, okay. You know what? Make complete sense right now. Okay, so this ending's gonna go pretty quickly because we already know what's gonna happen in the very end. My bad. I do want to know, is he talking about Catalea? Like, I was already somewhat thinking Catalea from episode 13, but I was like, I don't know. I was like, her reaction almost seemed like she was surprised. Like, oh, you're having a kid, you know? So because of that reaction, I was like, maybe it isn't Catalea. But as soon as that letter was starting to read or whatever you say, I thought it was Catalea. And now he's like, he sees the daughter hugging the father, and he's like, oh, I hope she comes back soon. In which, if it didn't show the daughter and the father, him saying, oh, I hope she comes back soon, he could have meant Catalea, he could have meant Violet, because Violet, as of right now, has been gone for a while. But maybe it is Catalea. And also, for the people who didn't see episode 13 before episode 12, you could maybe assume that, I don't know, maybe Hodgins looks at Violet as a daughter. And this is only because I'm trying to put my mind in someone who just now watched episode 12 and didn't see episode 13 and like heard his letter. Because for whatever reason, everyone thinks Violet's 14. She could be 14, which, I mean, if that's the case, then Hodgins can still look at her as a daughter. And thus him saying this would make sense if he was talking to Violet, but I still think it's Catalea. Maybe the movies will expand on it. Oh, but Dietfried. Okay, so I get it. The episode 13, the mom explains how close he was to his brother. And then with this rant that he explains, or that he says to Violet, it makes sense as to why he's mad, because one, he didn't see what happened. He didn't see how he died. So in his mind, the worst possible thing could be happening in his head of how Gilbert died. Unless Violet just told him, like, oh, he died during an explosion, whatever, or he died saving me. Which, I mean, in Dietfried's eyes, is almost worse, because he still looks at her as a tool. So the idea of Gilbert saving her and therefore taking his own life, he doesn't see the lives being equal. And to be honest, even if it wasn't Violet, like if it was some other soldier, some other civilian or whatever that Gilbert saved and ended up costing his life, Dietfried was still so close to Gilbert that the lives would have like leveled together. But yeah, he's basically explaining that she is the reason why he's dead. And then what's the point of saving her if she doesn't do the thing that she was made to do? And then, like, here's the thing. I know Violet Evergarden was 13 episodes. I do wish, maybe the movies will go more into it, who knows? But one of the things, it's weird, I said this about Oran as well, of where I feel like if they spent more time on the character developments, on like Dietfried, on some of the other dolls, instead of them just having like a solo episode of where they're kind of like the main character, I feel like I would have enjoyed them a little bit more. Because like Dietfried, we see him for like a couple minutes in one or two episodes prior to this. Then we see him here, and then he gets his sort of conclusion, or his character wrap up in the last episode. And to me, if he was more of an integral part of where we see him like hate Violet in the very beginning, and then after several episodes we see him become more and more like invested into Violet as becoming like a human being, then I felt like it would have been a lot more of a better character arc. Whereas it's right now it's the I hate you, this episode I hate you, you caused my brother to die. Next episode, okay, live for my brother, you know? And like the same thing for the other, I mean, okay, so I'm probably going to do this because it's the last episode of the season, so I'm going to give my thoughts. It's the same thing as with Erica. Like Erica, we got the one episode of where we got her admitting that she doesn't think she's good enough. She wants to become like the author whose husband made the typing press for her. Like she wants to become a better person or a better doll. And that's it. That's all we got of her character development. Like I wanted more. Same thing with Catalea. Like we knew that she was the best. And in episode 13, we get a very small hint that like she was a dancer prior to this, and she wants to write a letter for the people who lost their lives. And it's like, okay, let's improve upon it. Let's build upon that. Same thing with like Hodgins. Like I found it very weird of how this whole like becoming a father thing happened in the last 2 episodes of the series. Violet Evergarden as a whole, I give like an 8 out of 10. Like it's very good, very emotional. Music's fantastic, animation's fantastic, voice acting fantastic. Again, I feel like the only thing that held it back was that it didn't have too much of character arcs for the other characters, though you can argue that they didn't really matter. Like it was just Violet that we should have just focused on and mattered. But still a fantastic anime. I'm looking forward to seeing what the movies expand on. Do they expand on Violet? Do they expand on the other characters? Do they expand on the world? Who knows? But that was my reaction to Violet Evergarden, episode 12. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.